It is a time that our creative departments do understand that by copying what is already happening in America and the UK, for example, today most African nations want to do competence learning. Competence learning is almost dead 20, 30 years in the UK and in the United Kingdom. Why would you go? Because you want to standardize, you want to normalize, you want to look like this is tested and proven. In education, it's not about tested and proven. It is about how it is dynamic and how it is futuristic. These are the mistakes that we must deal with and must be stopped right on their tracks if we have to leapfrog Africa to meet the Southeast Asian giants that we were with about 50, 60 years back. The problem that we do have with governments in Africa, because they so much believed that education can only be found in a school, they decided that they're going to standardize their systems, and so that all people would get certificates at various levels. Many, many years after the independence of many African governments, everyone wonders why you invest billions of dollars in education and end up with jobless youth and frustrated adults with mental health problems. This is something that must be looked at and must be looked at very seriously. How did we miss out to know that the origin of knowledge is in talent? How did we form courses or careers which are enrichment items without recognition of the heart of learning known as talent? How did we pursue ingredients like passion or interest, which are just symptoms, to determine the career of a person? These are the problems that we're grappling with in the world, and more specifically in Africa today. But I got to tell you something. If you thought for a little bit that learning is about subjects, it's about courses, I must inform you, the courses that you had 40, 50 years ago are already obsolete and are not relevant. The courses that you're about to find shall not have the names of what you have today. Meaning, courses are dynamic and are only responsive to individual talents. They are enrichment or modifiers of that talent. In the talent-based learning model, our interest, number one, is to find what is your talent. For example, if I find somebody has a geospatial talent or a numerous Attila's talent, that geospatial talent are the people who learn from the soul and the spirit. Numerous Attila's talent are people who are good with numbers and are good at forecasting. If you do not know those things I'm talking about, and you're using your naked eye to look at a musician, to look at a young person singing, and conclude that that person is going to be a musician, yet all kids can sing. If you see a kid likes running and you conclude the kid is going to be an athletic, then you're not that very different from that mother who concludes a child has malaria just because the child has got fever. It is now very mandatory in Africa today that we have to shift and change the paradigm of the old education to talent-based learning, so that people develop their talents and the courses are only used as enrichment. That is what we're doing the world over today, and the results are amazing.